Academic skills, the essential elements of a paragraph. Do you have a paper to hand in and want to impress your teachers with your writing skills? Then it is important that you know how to write good paragraphs. Besides using correct grammar and spelling, you need to look out for these essential elements. Unity. You have to unit the paragraph to the supporting sentences should provide details on the topic that you support the main sentence. Order. The order in which a paragraph is organized is important. It could be in chronological order, in order to importance, or another type of order. This helps the reader follow along easily and not get lost. Coherence. The sentences in a paragraph need connect words together to have coherence. The use of transition words is a good way to connect sentences. Completeness. A paragraph is complete when all sentences support the main idea and the concluding sentence restates the main idea or topic. Science class. Food's last stop. The last step on the digestive process is called absorption. How does absorption happen and where is the body does it happen? Absorption begins in the small intestine. Its job is to absorb all the nutrients from food into the blood, with millions of tiny fingers, like pumps called villi, inside the intestinal tube. After food passes through the small intestine, the food that hasn't been digested passes to the larger intestine. There, the rest of the nutrients that are left are absorbed. The large intestine then removes all the water and salt from the undigested food and forms a solid waste called feces, which is excreted during the defecation. Hot and cold deserts climate. Hot deserts are found in a tropical region. Their temperature is normally high and can reach over 50 degrees. The temperature can be below 0 degrees during the night. Cold deserts are found in temperature zones which have warm summers and cold winters. The temperature sometimes falls below less 10 degrees. The desert landscape has little vegetation and wildlife is scarce because there is almost no water. Animal and plants like camels and cacti have adapted to dry conditions. Other types of plants that need water grow near oases. Some parts of deserts are inhabited by nomads. Many towns and cities have been established for people in deserts who work in gas and oil refineries. Art class. What you see is what you don't get. When you order a hamburger, do you expect to get something of good value like you see in an ad for one? Or does the hamburger look different than you expected? When it's different than you are expected, is called false advertising. Many companies use false or misleading information to announce and promote their products in their advertisements. One example of false advertisements is the retouching of pictures, which normally occurs in food ads, magazine covers, fortune ads, and electronic equipment. Another example is omitting information that is important for the consumer to know, such as calories in food and side effects in medicine. The manipulation of terms is another form of false advertising. Some products use the terms organic, low fat, and all natural when they are not. False advertising affects the consumer's economy and creates disloyal competition between rival companies. Economics. The value of working. As you may know, people work for remuneration, which means compensation, pay, or salary. There are three types of workers that receive money for their work and services: employees, independent contractors, and business people. Employers are the people who work under contract of a company. They use the company's resources to work. They receive the weekly or monthly salary. Independent contractors like accountants, engineers, authors, and photographers work with their own resources. They change for their service under established content. Business people also work with their own resources. They receive remuneration after paying taxes, salaries, and company expenses. People who are volunteer work without remuneration in hospitals, shelters, and churches. They do it because the satisfaction of helping people is remuneration enough.